Welcome to Bedtime Myths and Mysteries. Tonight's tale is one woven from ancient folklore, whispered superstitions, and mysterious sightings. Have you ever paused when a black cat crossed your path? Or looked twice when a raven watched you from a treetop? These are no ordinary creatures. Tonight, we'll unravel the deep and mysterious meanings behind cats crossing your path and the presence of ravens. We'll trace their roles in history, mythology, and the occult, and explore why these animals continue to appear in our stories, and maybe even in our lives, when something is about to change. The idea that a cat, particularly a black one, crossing your path brings bad luck is so widespread, it's almost reflexive. People stop walking, turn around, or murmur a warding charm. But why? To understand this, we must go back, far back, to ancient Egypt, where cats were not feared, but revered. The Egyptians saw cats as divine protectors, especially the black ones, who were believed to ward off evil spirits. Bastet, the goddess with the head of a lioness or domestic cat, was the protector of home, fertility, and childbirth. Killing a cat, even by accident, was punishable by death. Yet in other cultures, this perception twisted. In medieval Europe, as Christianity spread, pagan beliefs were suppressed. Cats, especially black ones, became associated with witches and the devil. The cat that crossed your path, that wasn't a pet. It was a familiar, a demonic creature sent to spy or curse. By the 13th century, Pope Gregory IX issued Vox in Rama, a papal bull that fueled cat persecution by linking them to satanic rituals. Black cats were especially feared and slaughtered, and by extension, they became symbols of misfortune. But not all is grim. In Scottish folklore, the cat Seath was a spectral black cat believed to steal souls before burial. However, offerings of milk could appease it. In Japan, the maneki neko, or beckoning cat, is a talisman of good luck, especially the black variety, which is believed to ward off evil. Even sailors, often considered highly superstitious, kept black cats on board to bring good luck and ensure safe voyages. So the crossing of your path by a cat might be ill-fated in some traditions, or a sign that protection, not peril, lies ahead. The raven has always stood at the crossroads of mystery and prophecy. Unlike cats, whose reputation shifted dramatically over time, ravens have been seen as both dark omens and divine messengers from the beginning. Their glossy black feathers, piercing eyes, and uncanny intelligence have made them symbols of wisdom, death, and even time itself. In Norse mythology, the god Odin was accompanied by two ravens, Hugin, thought, and Munin, memory. They flew across the world each day, returning to whisper all they had seen and heard. Odin was thus all-seeing, all-knowing, thanks to the watchful eyes of his birds. To see a raven in this context was to be watched by the divine, an unsettling, but not necessarily evil feeling. In Celtic folklore, ravens were deeply connected to war and death. The Morrigan, a war goddess, often appeared in the form of a raven, flying over battlefields, predicting death or influencing outcomes. To see a raven before battle was to know the gods were near. In the Bible, ravens are both cursed and blessed. Noah sends out a raven from the ark to search for dry land. It returns not, having found sustenance. In 1 Kings, ravens bring food to the prophet Elijah. In these stories, ravens are instruments of survival and divine will. But ravens also feature in darker superstitions. In some Native American traditions, The raven is a trickster, a shapeshifter who alters fate and confuses truth. In Edgar Allan Poe's immortal poem, The Raven, the bird is a relentless prophet of despair, uttering the word nevermore as a cruel refrain. So when a raven appears, what does it mean? Is it a guide, a shadow of memory, or a harbinger of sorrow? The answer lies in your own heart and what you fear to know. What unites the black cat and the raven, besides their color and mystery? Both are liminal creatures, beings that exist at the boundaries, the threshold between life and death, the known and unknown, the mundane and the magical. A cat's silent gait and ability to disappear mirrors the ghost. A raven's flight between treetop and grave mirrors the spirit. Psychologically, these animals represent our unease with the unknown. A cat that changes your direction. It breaks routine, interrupts your sense of control. A raven watching from above. It makes you feel observed, judged even, by something older than you. In Jungian terms, they are archetypes of the shadow, symbols of that which we repress: fear, instinct, death, transformation. And both animals often appear in dreams as catalysts of change. We now turn to real-life accounts. People across the world continue to report bizarre experiences involving these creatures. A woman in New Mexico saw a raven land on her mailbox every morning for a week before her father passed away. She described feeling as if it knew something I didn't. After the funeral, the raven never returned. Another tale comes from rural Romania, where a boy claimed a black cat followed him every day after he stole from a neighbor. The cat was silent, always watching. It disappeared the night the boy confessed. The family believed the cat was a strigoi, a spirit punishing wrongdoing. From a scientific view, black cats and ravens are victims of confirmation bias. If something bad happens after seeing a black cat, the event reinforces the belief. But if nothing happens, we forget the cat entirely. Ravens, being scavengers, are more common near roads and hospitals, places where death is frequent. Their appearance may not be mystical, only natural. But science doesn't nullify meaning. The meaning comes from pattern recognition, something deeply human. Whether or not a raven truly brings a message, your mind is listening harder, watching more closely when you see one. The universe, by seeming to speak, invites you to pay attention. That in itself is magical. In Turkey, a black cat crossing from left to right is lucky. In Italy, one that crosses at night is a bad omen. In India, seeing a black cat while starting a journey means you should postpone your plans. In Russia, ravens are believed to carry the souls of ancestors. In the Inuit tradition, ravens are creators who form the world with their wings. These are not superstitions to be debunked, but cultural metaphors for mystery and intuition. It's no accident that cats became the companions of witches and ravens of prophets. These roles mirror society's fear and awe of those who seem to know too much. Women with healing knowledge were branded witches. Prophets who spoke with unseen forces were feared. The animals associated with them took on their roles. The familiar was said to help witches cast spells. The raven whispered truths to the seer. To fear the animal was to fear the power of knowledge it represented. So what does it mean when a black cat crosses your path or a raven watches you from above? Are they spirits, symbols, tests? Perhaps they are reminders that the world is not fully tamed, that mystery still breathes in the margins of our lives, that something ancient watches still, not with menace, but with memory. Thank you for joining us tonight on Bedtime Myths and Mysteries. If this tale stirred something in your imagination, or helped you see the world just a little more magically, please like and subscribe. We post a new legend, myth, or mystery each week to guide your journey into dream and shadow. Until next time, rest well. And if the cat crosses your path, or the raven caws from above, pay attention. You may be closer to the veil than you think.